Alrighty, my beautiful friends, welcome to our class on frankincense. And frankincense is a beautiful, magical, blissful oil for finding your inner truth. It is the ultimate alignment oil and it is the master key oil. So if you only had one oil, you could use frankincense and it would likely work, which is very exciting. So in the Bible, Revelation 22:2, no coincidence there, is the verse in the midst of the street and on either side of the river of life, there was the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And this is why I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that essential oils are meant to be in our lives to help us heal physically, emotionally, spiritually, and yes, even financially. So, essential oils are amazing, and frankincense was one of the first and most well known essential oils. So, yay that we get to share about it today. So here are some fun facts about frankincense. You can see the picture of the frankincense tree here. It is grown in a very dry desert, and the frankincense trees make do with very little. Now, in order to get the gifts of the frankincense tree, you actually have to cut it, and then it bleeds its sap, and the resin is formed when the sap hardens the tears of the frankincense tree. So our healing results from the tears of the tree. And so frankincense farmers scrape off the resin and then they crush it or they harden it to make it into different products, or they steam it to produce essential oil. So the resin's healing potential is best released with heat and fire. Now, when you have a plant, it absorbs the energies of the land and it absorbs the energies of the people. So, therefore, when you use that oil, you are using the healing of the land. You have access to the healing knowledge and energy of that people, of those trees, and of that environment. So the fact that the frankincense is grown in a very spiritual, holy, pure place makes it an oil that can bring those qualities of holiness, spirituality, and purity into your life. Now, the land where frankincense trees grow is sacred holy lands, but is also said to be protected by dragons. The frankincense resin was the first eyeliner. So they actually burned it until it was black and then they would put it on their eyes. If it's not burned in black, then you can take the resin and you can just put it in your mouth and you chew it. And this helps with your immune support, your mouth health, and your digestion. I will also say that currently I use the resin and the oil, and I will burn the resin after I sage, and then so I'll sage first, and then I burn the frankincense resin, and this helps the smoke from the resin gets into all of my clothing. It gets into the bedclothes, the curtains, and even the walls. And it is like a special added treatment for the house. So the frankincense oil is fabulous for the body, but the frankincense resin is good at getting into every crack and crevice of your life and your home and uplifting that frequency. So you can eat the resin or you can burn it and use that smoke from the resin to get into your house and into your belongings. I will tell you guys more about burning the resin of frankincense at the end of the class in the Q&A. I'll show you my little tools and tricks, and we can chat all about that. So if you're watching the replay and you're curious, just send me a message on Facebook and I'll tell you all about that. So frankincense is also a natural bug repellent and a stress reliever. So you can relieve your bugs and also relieve your stress. More fun facts, and I found this one fascinating. So in ancient Egypt, they burned frankincense in the morning, then at noon they burned myrrh, and then at night they did a special blend containing both. Now, not only was the land protected by dragons, but in physical reality, it was protected by large and fierce red snakes. And those snakes would leap into the air to attack intruders. So the trees were believed to grow in an area um, of diseases and epidemics and snakes, making them dangerous to harvest. So those people who are harvesting the trees are putting themselves at risk, which is part of the reason that frankincense is such a pricey oil. Not only are the trees very rare, but and grown in a desert, but it is also dangerous to harvest them. And you, one more thing about the frankincense trees, in order for them to harvest the highest quality oil, they have to rest. In fact, if you over harvest a frankincense tree, you can actually kill it. So what doTERRA has done is they have gone in and they have planted more frankincense trees, and they have paid the farmers to let the trees rest so they can get the highest quality oil. So another fun fact about this is the mystical phoenix, you know, the phoenix who rises from the ashes, is said to nest in the birds of the frankincense tree and feed on the frankincense tears. So frankincense symbolizes excess and luxury. Okay, so here's one of your frankincense harvesters. And let's chat about the physical benefits of frankincense. And I want you to remember, it's the master key oil. It opens everything. Okay. So common primary uses: Alzheimer's, aneurysm, arthritis, asthma, balance, brain injury, breathing, cancer, coma, concussion, confusion, coughs, depression, fibroids, warts, hepatitis, immune system, vision, wounds, inflammation, liver, Lou Gehrig's, memory, mental fatigue, miscarriage, moles, MRSA, multiple sclerosis, nasal polyps, Parkinson's disease, plague, postpartum depression, scarring, tumors, ulcers, uterus, virus, warts, and wrinkles. So frankincense is an oil that can be applied neat, which means even if you have sensitive skin, you can just put it directly on the area of concern or on the reflex points on your hands or on your feet. You can also put a couple drops in your hands, cup your hands over your nose and mouth, and deeply inhale until you feel a sense of calmness and relief. When you do that, the aroma goes straight to your lizard brain, your amygdala, the seat of your emotions, to calm down your lizard brain so that you can act rationally and in an inspired manner and take action on your faith. So again, it is the master key oil. Here are more physical benefits, and these photos come directly from the Modern Essentials app. So the properties are anti-cathary, anti-cancer, antidepressant, anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, anti-tumor, expectorant, immune stimulant, and sedative. Okay. So if you want to know more about that, look it up in the Modern Essentials book. So I predominantly use this for immune system inflammation and cancer. And I recommend that people take 1 to 2 drops internally. I also recommend that you put it on the bottoms of the feet or the back of the neck and the shoulders. I recommend this oil a lot for memory. So many people will say, I need help with my memory. Frankincense, frankincense, frankincense. because this oil contains sesquiterpenes, and the sesquiterpenes will cross the blood-brain barrier. Now, since you do need to take this oil internally, I have friends of mine who will just put it in a little almond milk and just drink it. For kids, you can mix it in honey. Um, you can mix it in honey or soy or rice milk. Okay. It is an enhancer, so it enhances the effects of any other oils, and it also equalizes. So oils are adaptogenic. They are going to make your system work better. If your system is slow and sluggish, and if your system is too fast, then it will slow it down. So it combines with any other oil to enhance the flavors of the oil. It's like adding salt to a recipe. Okay. The emotional benefits of frankincense, and there is our friend again, the frankincense harvester. I would highly encourage you to go to source2u.com and watch the video of how frankincense is harvested. It is inspiring to see the harvesters and the growers and the impact that doTERRA is able to have through our co-impact sourcing model. So frankincense is the oil of truth, and it reveals deceptions and false truth. It helps you to let go of your lower vibration so that you can step in to your higher self, that higher self, the highest divine plan. Now, right now, we have scales of darkness on our eyes. Right now, we are dealing with our ego mind, which gets in the way of our spiritual truth. So, what frankincense does is it connects our soul to our spiritual truth so that we can step in and act out the divine plan for our life. Now, many of us have regrets. We are holding on to resentment. We have other things. We are maybe holding on to resistance that we need to release. What frankincense does is it goes in and dissolves the regret, it dissolves the resentment, it dissolves the resistance, and it surrounds you with a big hug as if saying to you, you are loved, you are protected, you are supported. So it's very gentle, it's very nourishing, and it allows you, it opens your channels. So it opens your channels of abundance, it opens your channels of connection to the divine and connection to other people. So it releases the ego and helps increase your spiritual connection. So so what frankincense does is it invites you, it says, okay, here are the things that need to be released. Can you let them go? I love you. Let's do this a new and different way that's going to be better for you. So by releasing all of those lower dark perspectives, you are now able to see your highest divine plan. When you release all of the lower level feelings, you are able to connect and talk to the superconscious mind. Superconscious mind. And when you talk to the superconscious mind, then you live in the highest divine plan. And I can honestly say, I feel like I am on the highest divine trajectory for my life right now. And oh my lands, it's amazing. Yes, I have problems. Yes, I have challenges. Yes, I have things that come up, but we all do because we are all human. Congratulations. But when you get to walk your highest divine superconscious plan, it's like you live this life of magic and flow and ease and grace and truth. So if you have no other oil, I encourage you to get frankincense and get started so we can start releasing those lower level vibrations and stepping into the higher. Now, back to the class. Frankincense is the ultimate alignment oil. So it will balance and align all of your chakras, every one of them. And so, while yes, you can use a variety of oils, and while yes, I like to and I want to, You can use frankincense. So if you are just getting started, you can get started with tea tree and lemongrass and frankincense. Tea tree, lemongrass, frankincense. That's it. You'd be good to go. We can start with those three. If you have those three, we can get rid of the darkness and we can get things aligned and we can get you stepping forward in light and truth and moving closer to your highest divine path. Now, stay tuned to the end. I do have a protocol for you that will show you how to use frankincense on each and every one of your chakras to align them. So, the energetic benefits of frankincense. Now, what's the difference between physical, emotional, and energetic? Your energetic deals with the thoughts, the feelings, thoughts and feelings, plus the beliefs that you have within yourself. So when we're releasing the energy of negative emotions, we are releasing it on a physical level, we are releasing it on an emotional feeling level, but we are also releasing it on a deeper thought and emotion. So a feeling is transitory, and emotion is a deeper feeling that has been in your system for an extended period of time. So let's just say that you feel sad most of the time. Well, that feeling sad is normal. But when that sadness hardens into a depression within yourself, that is an emotion. So an emotion is something that is hardened into and is within your frequencies. And some of our lower level emotions need to be dissolved and dissipated so that we have free circulation. So, anyway, back to what is different about energy. Energy deals with the thoughts, the feelings, and the crystallized beliefs within us. Okay. So, the energetic benefits of frankincense. Frankincense is a catalyst for self mastery and it helps you to find your why. So, if you don't know what you're doing and why you are doing it, frankincense can help. Now, this is not turning to anybody outside of you to get direction because your answers are within you and around you at all times. So, I would advise you to find the teachers who ask you questions and allow those answers to arise from within. When I have masters, I have teachers, I have guides, and the people that I listen to are phenomenal at allowing me to find the answers for myself. And that's what you need. So, frankincense helps you to find the answers within yourself. It helps to sort out your needs, your wants, your interest, and your desires. And it helps you to see, oh, wait a second. Those were the needs, wants, interest, and desires of somebody else. These are my needs, wants, interest, and desires. It helps you find items of light, love, and truth. Self honesty. It helps you to honor your desires. Now, it also amplifies the best part of yourself. I'll give you a physical illustration just so that you see. So, my mother blessed me with amazing hair. She just did. I would say it's the best feature. So, like if frankincense were used on a physical level, frankincense would, put a picture of me and like enhance the hair. So it's like, that's what you notice. And you're like, oh, look, there's the most amazing part. Okay. Um, Man, that feels like that was full of ego. But anyway, it does amplify the best part of yourself. It helps in self actualization. It aligns all the chakras. When you're in doubt, use frankincense. It also brings up treasures from within yourself. Maybe it is a desire that you didn't realize you had, but then when you like writing a book and you're like, oh, you know what? I really do desire to write a book. And then when you start writing that book, you find out and you discover, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm a writer. Why did I not know this all along? Could have saved myself 20 years of different careers. Um, so frankincense is going to help you to see those things. And so when they come up, they may not make logical sense. That's okay. When you follow the desires of your heart and your highest divine plan, you cannot go wrong. And the good news is that frankincense connects you with both the desires of your heart and your highest divine plan. So it also helps you find the highest possibilities for the moment. As I said, we will go through struggles and challenges, but it allows you to ask yourself the question and lean into the possibilities of what can we do, instead of I see we can't do this, I see we can't do this, I see we can't do this, what can we do? So it brightens the flavors and the frequencies. It's like salt in the recipe. It brings all the flavors of you together. It helps with grounding, integration, clearing, and protecting. Let me just give you a note. Most oils resonate from 50 to 320 megahertz. doTERRA frankincense resonates significantly higher at 863. And the reason doTERRA oils resonate higher is because of the frequency of love. As I mentioned earlier, we have this co-impact sourcing model, which means when we go into a community, we find the community that has the highest grade oil, meaning they haven't over harvested their frankincense trees, but they also need the most support as a community. So we aim to find the best oil and do the most good. And we provide for the farmers, we provide for their families, we make sure they're completely taken care of. All of their physical needs are met, and then they are able to grow emotionally, and they have a great job and they can earn an income for their family. So, as such, they love working with us and they will actually beg us to come into their community. So, um, because of the frequency of love, doTERRA oil resonates significantly higher than most other oil companies, which means you get a better result, um, more access to the healing energy of frankincense. Okay. So, from the book Gifts of the Essential Oils, frankincense is a protector, a provider. It's a wisdom bearer, a magician, an initiator, and a creator. When we are willing to be wounded and vulnerable, then we can give our greatest gifts to the world. Now, another lesson of frankincense is for this tree to thrive, it must rest. So when you embrace stillness and silence, then you can move forward with courage and boldness. And it's like this golden light of divinity comes in, it awakens and it alivens the divinity within you. So, frankincense shows you all of that and then brings you back to yourself and says, this is who you are. You can release the fear because this too shall pass. And just as frankincense opens and aligns all of your chakras, frankincense will open the doors for good in your life. So when all else fails, frankincense prevails. Okay. So here are some diffuser blends for you. Go ahead and snap a photo of this while you're getting your phones ready. I'll point out the photo here. I loved this picture because you see that the frankincense tree has grown in seemingly impossible situations. That is a desert, and it is a rocky cliff, and there is frankincense tree growing out of the side of it. So with God, all things are possible. That excludes nothing. So frankincense can help you to access the God force within you. It can draw you back to the truth of who you are and enhance your connection with the divine. So here are some diffuser blends, and I love using the diffuser because it helps you to soak in the frequencies. It's like getting an IV drip of essential oil medication. Um, but essential oils are, from the leaves of the plants. So they're for the healing of the nations. We don't need an IV. We can just put on our diffuser. It's significantly less painful. All right, so abundance. If you need more abundance, I would encourage you to diffuse 2 frankincense, 2 myrrh, and 1 or 2 wild orange. If you are in need of understanding, meaning, and comfort in what's going on in your life right now, I would encourage you to diffuse balance and frankincense. If you are needing more clarity on your path, then frankincense and clary sage is a good fit in your diffuser. It clarifies and solidifies what's right for you. Litsea or lemongrass and frankincense helps to harmonize and dissolve any obstacles that might be in your way and helps you to sort them into the right um, places in your life so that you can see right or wrong and you can see the best path and direction for you. And rosemary and frankincense brings awareness to unhealthy attachments. Okay. Now, as I said, here is your alignment protocol. I am going to add one step. You can do this with just frankincense, but honestly, what I would do is I would do this first with tea tree. So tea tree top of head, tea tree third eye, tea tree on the heart, tea tree on the throat, tea tree on the heart, tea tree on the solar plexus, tea tree 2 inches below the belly button on the sacral plexus, and then tea tree on the sacrum and the bottoms of the feet, and then smell tea tree for 2 minutes. Now, after you do that, then follow it up with frankincense and do frankincense in those same places and smell for 2 minutes. Guys, that will take you 4 minutes and it will completely shift your day and change your life. Just that. Nice, simple, and easy. Simple and easy. Do that in the morning. If you need to reset at night after a long day, you can also do it at night. This is incredibly safe. It is only going to release, dissolve anything that is not right for you and help you to embrace and receive all of the things that are right for you. So this can only help you. Okay. Now, this is taken from the Essential Emotions book. And if you have time to hang around after class, then we can talk about this in more depth. But frankincense is the oil of truth. So it reveals deceptions and false truths and invites you to let go of lower vibrations, deceptions, and negativity. It recalls to memory and spiritual understanding gifts, wisdom, and knowledge that the soul brought into the world. It is a powerful cleanser of spiritual darkness, much like lemongrass. Frankincense also supports in creating a healthy attachment with one's father. It assists in spiritual awakening and helps an individual feel the love of the divine. I will also say that frankincense is one of the major oils recommended at the birth of a child, and frankincense is also one of the major oils recommended at the death of an individual. So frankincense supports you on both ends of your life as well as throughout. Now, suggested uses, you can inhale it straight from the bottle, you can diffuse it, you can place the drops in your hands, cup it over your nose and mouth, and then inhale. The essential oils you will feel the effects within 20 seconds. Within 2 minutes, it will be circulating within your body and in your bloodstream. And within 20 minutes, it has gone to all areas of your body. So topically, you can apply it to the crown of the head, the forehead, and behind the ears. Internally, you can take it in water, almond milk, or honey. Environmentally, you can get it going in the diffuser. They say put it in a spray bottle and mist it around the home. I would not do that. I would just simply diffuse the resins and put frankincense in the diffuser. Now, you will see that if you are dealing with any of these negative emotions, it will help you to release the negative emotions. Similarly, if you are wanting to embrace positive emotions, it can help you to embrace these positive emotions. So I'll read these to you. Negative emotions: abandoned, spiritually disconnected, distant from the Father, unprotected spiritual darkness, or misaligned. So if you're feeling any of those, you can use frankincense to pull you back up to higher consciousness levels above 200, levels above courage. If you are already in those higher levels and you are ready to step forward into more, then you can use frankincense to bring you enlightenment, love, protection, wisdom, discerning, spiritually open, and connected to the Father. This works really well with other oils like Melissa, Manuka, tea tree, myrrh, Litsea, lemongrass, Roman chamomile, yarrow palm, and any of the ancient oils that are mentioned in the Bible. For those of you who are curious about oils in the Bible, I highly recommend the book. Um, I can picture it. It's called Essential Oils of the Bible. And those of you who are interested, message me and I'll get you the name of the author. But he has done the best job I have seen at um, pulling every single scripture from the Bible with essential oils and categorizing and talking about the different oils. It's a fabulous book. So, we can use this to have an emotional breakthrough. Let's just say we want to feel more love and we have frankincense. So we're going to take that frankincense. We are going to put it on the crown of our head, the forehead, and behind the ears, because that's what our book told us to do. That's what our app told us to do on the earlier slide. Crown of the head, forehead, behind the ears. Then we're going to take a drop, put it in our hands, rub our hands together, and deeply inhale. Now, as we do that, we are going to ask ourselves one of these questions. I like to ask the one that punches you in the gut. So, like when you read that question, you go, oh, that's the one I need. Okay. I'll read all three of them, and I would like you to hold in your mind the one that you need. If you have your frankincense, grab your frankincense, put it in your hand, cup it over your nose and mouth, and then do this with me. So ask yourself, where do I feel a lack of love in my life? Do I feel that I am lovable? What will it take for me to believe that I am worth loving? And breathe that in and allow it to circulate around through your system. Put your feet on the floor. Imagine that oil flowing in from the top of your head, opening up your crown chakra, circulating around your third eye, opening up your voice, softening and opening the heart, opening the solar plexus, and if needed, giving it a little courage to activate. Opening up the sacral chakra, allowing you to be ready to receive, grounding down through your sacrum, helping you to know that you are supported and connected at all times. Draining down through your feet and legs, connecting you to Mother Earth. Circling back up and lifting back to the heavens, reminding you that you are connected and aligned. So now declare, I now accept that I am infinitely loved. Declare it again. I now accept that I am infinitely loved. My friends, your words have power. Your thoughts are powerful, but when you use your voice to vibrate that out into the universe, it is infinitely more powerful than the thoughts in your head. So declare now, I now accept that I am infinitely loved. And then visualize your inner child receiving all of the love it needs. See unconditional love flowing to you, filling your heart to overflow. And as I'm doing this, some people need a little bit more physical um, representation. So grab a picture of yourself as a baby and see when you came into this world, God wanted you to have everything that you needed. So see God's love receiving all of that. See God's child receiving all of that love it needed and all of that unconditional love overflowing the heart of the baby and then now overflowing your heart. And when your heart is overflowing with love, then you have plenty of love to give to others. Okay. And I had to include this picture of the Northern Lights. My friends, when you live a high vibe connected life, it is insanely amazing. So I woke up spontaneously at 1:11 last night, Saturday the 11th. Um, and I go, are the Northern Lights happening? And then I went outside and they were. And I got to watch the most magical, blissful experience of the Northern Lights. It was truly phenomenal. So, when you live a high vibe connected life and you're using oils on a regular basis, life is easy, it is joyous, and it is fun. So, if you've not gotten your essential oils yet, I recommend that you get them. If you have them and you're needing some support, reach out to me. I'd love to be assistance. And I want to leave you with this quote from Gabby Bernstein, who says, the great paradox in our life, the great paradox is that our lack of faith in love and miracles is what blocks us from receiving them. And frankincense can help you to access your faith. Frankincense can help you to access your love. And frankincense can help you to access your miracles. So go use your frankincense. That's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for being here.